And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Leopard!
On play action, Allen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen now on first down. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
Hurry up, here we go.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is going to be Packer football. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Williams. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From his end zone, it's Rodgers on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Oh, now he bowls him over. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, he's definitely an or not.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Hurry up.
Now this time, Rodgers will throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On 1st down, Rodgers being chased out left. Now this is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Let's go, come on.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers now to throw. eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a fourth down. And Gold is able to put it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Allen rolling to his right. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. From midfield, here's Allen. Out to his left. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd down, here's Allen. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, a 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Anderson now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Lets it go for Nelson. This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, They come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. To the air, Allen forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They give him a gain of 38. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
That's fine. Yeah. Oko, over here. Yeah.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. And he checks this one down to Williams. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it on their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
Here's Allen, flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that first down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the first. Lets it go for Nelson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Reggie White in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up fourth down. And the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the Packers going to take another timeout, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So Allen's going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And now running right through it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Andy Lee now. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. Now a desperate. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 12. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. A spin. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there in overtime. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Gerald McCoy forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Rodgers dancing to his left. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one,